What up, guys? Waifu for you here. Today got another deck profile for you. This one's coming a little later than planned. I had a peace out after locals. It is what it is. We're back. So today I have
TK Smith.
This is TK Smith. This is my teammate here. He got what, did he get second place this week?
Second place this week, but out of the 4 tournaments that we've been running, I have topped every single week.
Hell yeah. What have you been playing, Smith?
I have been playing a bad deck. I have been playing Nirvana.
Oh, okay. I mean, I like Nirvana. I think it's a pretty solid deck.
Yeah, we dress to impress here.
True. All right. So how'd you feel about this week's event?
Week's event was hype. Got a good amount of people in. Week 1 I played, what's it called? Bastion. And then game 2 I played against Great Nature deck, Magnolia.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah, and then we played Bruce. That's an easy win. And then what's it called? Last round we played Brent, who was playing Bastion, and he hit over trigger. And game 3 he hit 4 PGs, that's Vanguard. But he got the salty run 2-0 run back.
Hell yeah.
And got game 3.
Before we get to this deck profile, any shoutouts?
Shout out to my boy and sponsor Waifu, who is hot, and then I believe Triple Sleeve TCG, who he partners with.
I do make all my purchases from Triple Sleeve TCG.
Shout out to them. And then before I go in, since we're doing this a couple days late, some of the rarities are bumps.
Yes, sir.
Forewarning.
Alright, let's get into this bad boy.
Alright, so to start out, let me flip this upside down. The ride line, standard, you gotta play it. Gonna get the SP on this, ignore that right now. But your standard for Nirvana, and then your trigger count. We got, obviously, for heals, we're doing 8 crits. Might bump this to 7 to play one of the best cards in the game. Your draw triggers, this is discard fodder, this gets you into your pieces. And then of course you have to play an over trigger. You might as well play Overlord.trigger.
So how do you feel about the red over trigger?
The red over trigger, it's so good. I mean, the fact that like Nirvana, it's counterblast, give 10k, is not once per turn. So if you hit the over trigger, not only is something else getting 1,000,000, but if you're on the grade 3 Trickstar, it's getting another 10k and just getting that much bigger to hit, to guard. So triggers, pretty standard. Like I said, gonna bump this to 4, bump crits to 7. And then I'm trying to play this at 4, but I'm afraid for a deck check.
Yeah, that's not happening, sir.
All right. And then pretty standard, you need to play PGs. These PGs are almost as good as the draw PGs. I miss those from V format, but the fact that you can just yeet your hand and still have 2 of these in hand and guard the last 2 attacks, you're good. So standard, you have to play that in this game. Next we get to your discard fodder. So these 4 cards and your draw triggers are just there to discard. Any still opening hand, if I see any of these, I keep them in hand just like a draw trigger. Never mulligan them back. In fact, if you only see pieces, you want to do at least 2 of your actual grade 3 pieces, or even your Persona Ride, to see discard fodder, because you don't want to discard pieces unless it's a Trickstar. Then player's preference, 10k boosters, really good, grade 3. You swing, if you're on a Persona Ride, that's a 53k column right there on his first swing. Best card in the deck, best card in the entire game, Trickstar.
Yes, sir.
Searchable, you're always gonna see it, and then he floats when you're on Nirvana. And then, controversially, I still play 4, because you wanna see it. This card becomes discard fodder if you need. When you ride into your grade 3, you search one out. If you already got one in hand, that's what you're discarding for ride chain. And then, my best skill in the game, counterblast 2, draw 2 triggers. Every time, all the time, we're drawing our crits with this. That's cool, but you're getting hand and you're gonna be able to guard against Bastion.
This is true.
And then, of course, early game, if you need to, it sucks, but you have to discard these for a ride chain. If you get them, if I open up more than 1, pre-mulligan. You mulligan 1 or 2 back if you don't see your discard fodder, and then 3 more to complete everything off.
Yes, sir. So is there any changes you're gonna make to this with the Festival Collection Grade 2, 1 and 2 coming out?
Festival Collection, I'm swapping out, like I said, 1 crit for a 4th draw because you want to see discard fodder, and then these are going to be switched into the new grade 1 to give you basically extra 11k in for the turn. You boost, move the soul after the battle, get 5k here, and it just makes numbers oh so good and yeets people's hands.
Yes, sir. All right. Any last words you wanna say before we cut this off?
Yes, this is a bad deck. I've been told this is a bad deck. I've been told it's a C-tier deck. C-tier decks played by right people. I mean, I've got 60 hours of play testing with this.
That might be an understatement, guys.
So I can play this deck blindfolded and still hit all my triggers when I draw.
So what I'm hearing is testing is what gets results.
Testing gets results. Also, this deck thins a lot, which is what you want to do. That's why you're always drawing triggers off of this, because you're deck thinning everywhere else.
All right, guys. Well, that was Smith's deck profile. I appreciate you guys for checking it out. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe if you guys want to see more content from us. You guys have a good one. Peace.
All right.